job easy. Like I can just go Stanley FatMax, and those of you who shop here at QVC go, well, this is going to be quality. And we'll explain if you haven't heard of this brand, but Stanley's been around for kind of forever. And within that company, the FatMax category is the best of the best. All right. So with that in mind, where do we want, when it comes to taking care of the outside of our home, where do we want like real rugged quality? Like, oops, I ran the car over the hose quality. Stanley's where you're going to go. This is a 50-foot, I love the name of this, Exojacket.
Oh, yeah, this is real.
This sounds like a transformer or something like that. Yeah. We mean business, guys. It's the heavy-duty garden hose. Can you kink it? No. You kind of can't kill it. It's got a lifetime warranty. Easy pay, $12.50. I'm just flashing back to like, you know, doing this action with the hose, and it's got all the leaks into it and all the frustrations. Scott Hine, when he's in the house, you automatically know he's here to solve some problems too.
Hey guys, how are you?
M65222 is your item. Remember, this is your first look. So in other words, the quantity we have, you get first dibs. So it's so good to see you, but I think I'm right, and I'm not even all that handy of a gal, but there are some names that I know right off the bat, and I go, Stanley means business.
You said it all. There are certain things that every household needs, every gardener needs, a shovel, a rake, and a great garden hose. In my opinion, this could be potentially the last garden hose you ever buy because it is a Stanley FatMax. So let's start with that. Like you said, over 175 years Stanley's been around. So when you think of iconic names in American industry, Ford, Coca-Cola, Stanley's right there. I guarantee everyone watching right now has at least one Stanley tool or product in their home. But then to your point, in the Stanley line, the FatMax is the top 10% of their products, the very best of the best. So when you get a Stanley product, you're getting a great product. When you get a Stanley FatMax product, you're getting an unbelievable product. This is no exception. Really an incredibly durable and powerful, long-lasting hose. I'll run you through it.
Honestly, you just had me at the last hose I'm ever going to buy. Like I think about how many hoses we bought throughout our lifetimes.
Sure.
And because they corrode in the sun, or from overuse, and then you go out and you buy them again. So we're going to need to talk about then what it is about this one that makes it lifetime guaranteed.
Exojacket technology.
Exojacket.
It's a mouthful, but what it means is it takes a beating, but it's lightweight. 2.5 pounds. So a lot of rubber hoses are upwards of 14 or 15 pounds. Pick that up.
Okay.
How light
That's really light.
Crazy, right? Here's the real deal. It is this covering, this corded polymer covering. This is a collapsible hose, not a shrinking hose. And that's a big difference there because those shrinking hoses, those ones that you see them shrivel up, well, they're made with a balloon inside and almost none of them work. They burst. You always end up returning them to the store. There's a reason they come down this way is because the technology inside is inferior.
It's going to degrade over time. Yeah.
It's inferior. It's going to corrode. It's going to burst. The FatMax is a flat hose. Think of like a fire hose, like how durable that is.
Right.
Same thing. You know how firemen roll them up flat?
Of course.
Same thing here. So you can run it over it on your car. The next thing is right there on the coupling. See how that person's turning it on the handle and not right at the coupling? Easier to attach.
Yay, no frustration.
Super simple. So this is, it's going to prevent, it's going to be anti-corrosive. It's going to take a beating. You can run over it with your car. You can leave it out all winter like I do. Withstands the elements. That's why I said, in my opinion, it might be the last hose you ever need to buy.
Well, I was looking kind of like at the statistics on this, UV resistant, so leaving it out in the sun, or if you have this next to a pool or a kiddie pool, then it's not going to dry out, right? Easy to use, lightweight to carry, frustration-free, and it's actually got a pretty strong PSI on this too.
500 PSI, so think about that. That's like a small pressure washer. That's way more pressure than almost any house out there has. So, and then here's what the Exojacket technology does. It causes what they term as max flow, okay? So see how I can tie a knot in this hose and there's a kink in it? It doesn't matter. I could still come down here and turn this water on full blast with the kink in it. That's what you're talking about. That's what Exojacket means. See, it's kinked, but it's still blasting full bore. That's why this takes a beating. That's why Stanley put its name to it and built you a better hose.
So I know it's right there on the screen, but 50 feet, that's really, really long too, right? Okay, so remember, it's on, 4 easy payments right now of $12.50. You can bump that up one to 5 easy monthly payments of about $10 if you're shopping with your Q card today, because we got that promotion going on for our Q card, our QVC credit card shoppers. That'll be 5 easy monthly payments for you from a brand you know and trust. Now, even if you're not in an area where you're heading out, every single day, to wash the car or to water the plants. Now's when we're getting in that mindset of preparedness and getting ready. And do you want to have the old school frustrating hose or the last one you're ever going to buy?
Yeah, and the key is, again, that it folds down flat. This is a collapsible hose, not a shrinking hose. There's a huge difference. The ones that shrink down, that are all over, you know, sort of the commercials late at night, those all have a balloon in them. And they burst.
Well, think about if you blow up a balloon and then it deflates, you see how it's like, it's degraded. Yeah.
Exactly right. You want this, you want your hose to collapse, and that's what this does. Think of a fire hose. When you see firemen rolling up a fire hose flat, it's exactly what you have here. And it's really the same sort of corded polymer technology, this Exojacket technology, that gives it the same durability as like a fire hose. The coupling is a brushed titanium, so you don't have to worry about corrosion. Handles up to 500 PSI, but it does still collapse down. So if I could show you real quick, if you're able to take a look at this, the bottom one has water in it. So see how that's round? See how the top one is flat? So that's what happens. This collapses down flat. That has the water in it, so you still get that same losing the size and goes down to 2.5 pounds, but you don't have the deterioration of the hose, so it lasts you season after season after season.
After season. I'm also noticing just how rugged, like you said, the coupling of it is, so it's not that tiny little, I don't know all the terminology, right, but that tiny little metal end part that's impossible to screw on. And like this is every part of it. Think of your Stanley tools and how they're meant to be able to help you repair your home or your auto for years and years and years. The hose, you're probably using more than even some of those tools. You use it almost daily, especially if you're a gardener outside, or if you use your hose to wash your car. So you deserve the very best. And I think for the affordability of it, knowing that it's the last one you're ever gonna have, that's pretty amazing. $12.50 is your easy pay. You can try it out for 30 days. But after those 30 days are up and you're in love with it, guess what? It's probably the last one you're ever gonna buy. Oh, no more of that.
These hoses weigh 14, 15 pounds.
Yeah.
And a kink like this is devastating.
Yeah, well, you were very sweet to only put one kink in
there.
Usually
I'm
it's
trying
like
to be nice,
15 of
but
them.
that kink right there, that's the end of the hose. You run it over the car, no chance. You have the Stanley FatMax, no problems.
That's
you
it,
saw
no
me
frustrations.
run it wide open with a kink.
No more swearing in the garden, right?
You don't swear, no way, not you.
All
Maybe
right,
me, but
M65222.
So very
thank
good to
you
see you
so
again. Be
much.
good.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna toss it to David. He's gonna have our second to last look at our today's special value, and I'll see you on the other side.
Hey, David.
So let me ask you a question. How did you sleep